Banished Court Magician episode 11, and thank God, my friends, we are finally almost at the end of the season, and I am so happy about it. These fall anime have just been awful, and I think out of all, I think I'm covering 10 or 11 anime. There's two that I'm just like, I actually look forward to, and I think are actually genuinely good. Everything else has a glaring issue, a flaw, is boring, had a good concept that they couldn't meet. The pacing is terrible. The writing is terrible. The characters are terrible. The plot line is terrible. There is just anime after anime. Of course, you're not here to talk about all of them. We're here to talk about Banished Court Magician episode 11. This was all about Alec breaking his limits once again. And of course, the Sword Blade Master is like, let me tell you a little bit about your mama. Do you think she really died in a plague? She didn't. And I'm just like, bro, who gives a fuck at this point? Like, we have one episode left. I don't care if his mom is floating in space somewhere. It doesn't matter anymore. The show's about to end, and we're never going to see it again. So this anime is allergic to just finishing off. Like the studio, which is Studio 𝐒𝐡𝐴, they're allergic to just finishing off a fucking episode. Like, finish the fight. Finish the monologue. Finish the thing. No, they want to tease and tease and tease and cliffhanger and cliffhanger and cliffhanger. But the cliffhangers all suck. And then the episode has the gall and the audacity to start off with a freaking flashback. We've gotten like 7 flashbacks in the last 60 minutes. Probably like 8 flashbacks, actually, because there was one episode we got 3 in one episode. We've gotten like 8 flashbacks in the last 60 minutes of content, which is just... it's disgusting. And I hate it. And I don't hate the anime. I just hate the way that they're doing things. And it's just so it's so frustrating. And I can't stand it. I can't. And this episode again, really, there was really nothing that happened, right? They go against the Blade Master, and Alec's fighting him. The Blade Master's like, "Oh, I'm gonna take the dungeon core now and use the mana." Okay, how do you do that without the dungeon closing? They don't really explain that. The guild master kind of goes on a little monologue of like, "Oh, he got the dungeon core, and here's what the dungeon core is, and oh, he's gonna be super powerful now." But if you remove the dungeon core, then pretty much like that's it. The dungeon should start closing. You know what I mean? But I guess it doesn't. I don't know. Whatever. So then he does that. Alec's failing. He gets really mad because of the mom stuff, right? Which is whatever. He goes on a monologue about his mother. And of course, you can surmise that how was his mom so powerful, but she just, died. And I guess Alec was too young to really know the difference between the two. Then he talks about his former trainer, and suddenly he just knows, like, oh, you must have been the apprentice of this guy. He's like, don't look for him. It's like, okay, what? Who cares, dude? I don't care. So that goes out the, and then Alec, with like Captain Planet over here is like, the power of heart, fire, wind, water. You know what I mean? Like, like all our powers combined, and they come to take on the Blade Master, and the girl who's on her deathbed suddenly comes and she gets her second wind or whatever. So they inflict some damage, and they're probably gonna win. But of course they can't show us that because they need another cliffhanger. Because if they don't have cliffhangers, apparently they think like the show just isn't worth it, which it just isn't at all. There was a weird thing that happened with the coffin, or the character that they defeated, the weird blood magic guy. He apparently the guildmaster has some coffin dude with them where he puts him in a coffin and stuff. Like, that's the whole thing. I thought that was a cool scene, but again, what the F ever. And what else happened? That's really it. That's all that happened. Like, it was just a big fight. And again, to be clear, the fight is totally fine. The fight was fine. The fight was well animated. Like, the fight's okay. It's just not entertaining. And what I mean by that is like the fight in a vacuum is entertaining. Like, it wasn't a bad fight per se, but it was purposeless, right? Like, at the end of the day, they're gonna defeat the Blade Master. They're gonna maybe retrieve the dungeon core. He probably won't tell us anything about anything, or maybe he will. I don't know. And let's just say he does. Let's just say that the Blade Master, on his final words, word vomits about his mom and about his teacher and about the reasons that he betrayed his student. Let's say he word vomits all of that. Let's just say we find out all about that. Episode 12 ends. So then what the heck does it matter? Did we get a closure? I don't know. I don't think so. Right? Because the whole purpose of the show, based on the title, is the Banished Court Magician, Alec, aims to be the strongest. So defeating him, does he become the strongest? No. I don't know. 5 out of 10. The show's a 5 out of 10. Show's been just getting worse week after week. Again, I think if you're just turning your brain off, watching the fights, not thinking about anything, not thinking about the story, the plot, the character progression, any like the world building. If you're not thinking about any of that and just I watch the fights, that's it. Maybe you're having a good time, but man, it's just rough. All right, I'll leave you guys on those thoughts. I just poo-pooed all over this show, but I mean, it's just it is what it is. You know, this is one of those ones that I'm like, man, this is it's just not good. All right, I'll see you guys next week for the final episode, and I don't know, maybe best case we get all those things I said. Best case, the Blade Master guy word vomits everything. We go, oh my gosh, so his mom got betrayed, or the Blade Master killed his mom too, or something stupid like that, or his pupil, like the Elias, I think his name was Elias Eldest, something like that. The guy who taught Alec, maybe he killed his mom. And that's why he went to go train him, you know, because out of regret or something. Or I don't know. Let's just say something stupid like that. Doesn't matter. The show ends. Whatever. All right. I'll see you guys next week. Peace.